Hey guys, this is Nedge, and welcome back to the Minecraft single-player survival series. So, in this episode, I think we're going to go ahead and get started working with some villagers. We really need to go ahead and get some enchantments and just access to some other items. It's a lot better food, a lot of building blocks, and yeah, I just really enjoy having villagers in the world, and so I want to go ahead and get them set up this time around here. So currently we're in the nether storage. So we built this a couple episodes back. We made a couple of changes to it. So we've got half slabs up here, a lot of half slabs down here. So that's just to help keep spawning protected. And I haven't noticed a whole lot of spawns. And so I really do think it's starting to work pretty well now, which I'm very happy about. And then also in the last episode, we got Elytra, we beat the dragon, and just did a whole lot of End City raiding. And so I think kind of the first thing I'm going to do in today's episode is go ahead and find a close by village. Because there is one real close by to our kind of starter base that we have, but I don't think that's the one we're going to use. Oh, see, this is, oh, now he's going to be on the other side. This is why we need to get everything done around here, because I'm always being attacked. All right. There we go. Get rid of him. So yeah, let's go up to the top, actually. We'll probably be able to see it here. Yep, we can just about see it. So yeah, over here we have a village. You can just barely see it. I hope that comes through on YouTube. But that's not the one we're going to use. I kind of want to keep this area just to this plus these sky islands that we live on. And I don't want to set up villager trading over there. I might turn that village into an iron farm and then have like something else to look at when we look over. I think something we might try to do is kind of continue to work on like this view right here. Specifically like the savannah and this kind of farm situation we have going on. I'm not positive if that is something I want to do, just because that's like a lot of work for something we might not really see depending on how much use this area actually gets in the long term. But yeah, that's not going to be the village. I'm going to fly around now that I have an Elytra and can explore a lot quicker and look for a better one. And also something else is that I did update the world to 1.20.6. We were playing on 1.20.1 before, which I don't know why I was still playing on 1.20.1, but I figured it was time to upgrade and get with the current version. So that's another change. The only major change that does for us is the armadillos are in the game, as well as the wolf variants. So I've never really been someone who plays with dogs. I might try and tame some of the wolf variants just because it's fun, but I'm not sure quite yet. And then, yeah, there's a few other minor changes. There's like, we can put stuff in these pots now, and I guess we can actually get it back out without breaking it. But nothing major, but I just wanted to make sure everyone knows the version we're playing on. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm just going to sort of pick a direction. Not this direction, because that's the direction where the tree farm is, as well as that double skeleton spawner. And I like branching out and building in different areas. So I'm just going to pick a direction, probably this direction, just go the opposite way, and look for a village. One that's kind of close to like that straight line, but if we veer off a little bit, that's okay. And just look for a village, and I think we'll get set up at that village. So I'm going to go ahead and look for it, and then we'll check back once I have found it. All right, so I was able to find a village actually super close by here. I mean, it took maybe 2 minutes to actually get here. And so I think this is going to go ahead and be the one that we're going to use. I'm not crazy about what it looks like on the surface here. Wow, voice crack, whoops. But that doesn't really, oh, an armadillo. Wow, I wish I brought, I think you need a brush to get the scoot from them. But yeah, the surface doesn't really matter. The only thing we're really going to have on the surface is going to be the kind of the breeding chamber for them. Get ready for a lot of weird stuff we're doing this episode, like building breeding chambers. But yeah, everything else is going to be below ground, just because it's easier to build this stuff underground. It's like building 4 walls and a ceiling and a roof for a building as big as what you want when you're doing villager breeding can really get annoying very quickly. So I like to do it all underground. And so the very first thing to do here is actually just to get that kind of breeding chamber set up. Food is one thing I haven't thought about. I do have a pretty big wheat farm back home, which is nice. I just don't know. I mean, it takes just a ton of bread. So yeah, we're going to definitely have to get that worked out. But yeah, I think what I'll do is just go ahead and collect all of the beds here. I mean, I think I'm honestly almost done already. And then it's a pretty straightforward process from there on. So yeah, I'm going to get the beds. Oh, wow. These books would have been so helpful a long time ago when I was doing that. Oh, whoops. But yeah, I'm going to get the beds, probably chop down some trees just to build the thing. And, oh, you know what? We can use these wheat blocks actually for our food source. So that should be easy. And then, I mean, it's so easy to build. I should be able to get it done before nighttime here. And that can turn into getting the breeder started. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get it constructed, and then hopefully we can get the villagers in this night. So just in case anyone was wondering how to do this, or at least how I like to do it, is just to build this structure, which we can go over better in the next clip, and then wait until nighttime, and the villagers will just pathfind themselves to the bed, and you're pretty much done. So unfortunately with this village, they're all like, this is really cool, actually, that wheat seed planted on grass. The generation here is just so messy. But just about all of them are trapped down here, and so I had to build my own path to help them. And then I might even give this guy some more encouragement to help them gradually work their way up the stairs here. Maybe this water is the issue. But yeah, I'm going to work on getting a second villager up there. And it might take all night, but... Oh, what the... But I will be... Oh, there we go. They're actually going. All right, get out of the way if you're not going to go. Yeah, I'm going to work on getting a second one up there in what will surely be an awful process. And then we'll check back in when I have to. Probably it'll take forever. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so it went really well. I have both in here now. I guess there was a second villager up here already while I was luring the third one up. And so we have another guy running around. Honestly, I think I'm just going to kill the rest. They don't really help now. Maybe I'll try to save them, but in my opinion, it is a lot easier to just breed villagers than try to catch the ones running around. It's just like... These you have complete control over, this you have 0. So I think I'm just going to kill everyone else and use these 2 guys up here. He has a profession, so we do have to do some cleanup around the village still. What I'm going to do is collect all of the hay blocks, collect all of the profession blocks, and then just kind of stick everything in the chest over here. Fortunately, there's a lot of brewing stands, which will be helpful for doing some cleric villagers. But the very first 3 villagers that I always like to start with are a farmer, a librarian, maybe a couple of librarians just because you have to get a glass trade, which can be difficult, and a cartographer because that lets you get infinite emeralds as well as clear your food source right away. And so, yeah, I'm going to get to work with that, as well as get some golden apples squared away and start actually digging out underground here, which hopefully, I mean, we've got 1,000 durability left, so we should be able to do it, but we are running super low on tools at this point in time. So So yeah, it's going to be getting an area dug out. Just some more work getting done, really. So yeah, I'm gonna get the village cleaned up, probably get these villagers cleaned up too, and we'll check back in. So I've been working pretty hard here, just digging away and trying to get everything prepped here. And so just for reference, that hay block down there, that's directly underneath the breeding station. And so when we breed a villager, what's going to happen is they're going to fall down right here. There's going to be like a glass tube built here, but for right now, this is just kind of what it looks like. And so that water is just to help reset fall damage and keep them pretty much alive. And so this first room right here, this is kind of just to get the villagers prepped and ready to go. So the zombification room, if you will. So how it's going to work is they're going to fall. We'll minecart them over to a zombie, which will probably be standing right here. And then once they're infected, they'll come over here, and this will be a hole, so like 2 deep like this. And so they'll be stuck in here and infected. And then what we'll do is cure them, pull them up, and send them down here. And so this hallway I dug out, so it's going to go this way, and that'll happen. For right now, I think 6 will be enough. I'm going to double check and see if there's anything else I want, but I think 6 will be enough. And then every hallway is going to have 20 villagers. So it'll be a total of 120 villagers, which is a lot, but that's not all going to be happening right now. It's going to be slowly and over time. For right now and today, we'll probably do like 3 to like 10 max. But that's the goal, the long-term goal, to have 120. And then for build style, I've been thinking about it, and I don't have the blocks here right now, but what I think I'm going to do is this spruce wood, and then terracotta, and just a different color in every kind of section. So this first section, I think I'll do the green terracotta, and then it'll just change based on what color I kind of think works the best for every villager. So the librarians, for example, for some reason in my head, they're red. I don't know why, but they're red in my head. So it'll be red terracotta. And then we'll use deep slate for like accents. And I think we'll actually use birch wood for the floor. That's probably a super like controversial opinion, but I like the contrast that it'll give between kind of the darker blocks and having something light. And also just to kind of clarify too, this build isn't meant to look like super pretty. It's more functional, but we still want to like enjoy being here. So it won't be glamorous, but at the very least it'll look, you know, like presentable and good enough that you want to be here. I may try and work some leaves in as well. The only issue is that I'll need like the azalea leaves, and just because we're right underneath a savanna biome, and so any leaves will look just kind of disgusting and dead, but the azalea leaves kind of maintain their color. And so I might try to do that. I'm not positive, but just thinking about what I want to do here. So yeah, sort of the next step now is I want to get this built so we can actually start breeding villagers and also get the zombie in here. I definitely need to go get some blocks. And I also want to get the nether portal in. So, excuse me, at the end of the hallway here, this is where our nether portal is going to go. I already have it decided. It's pretty far away, but the reason why is that a lot of time is spent down here. You're just waiting for villagers to breed. You're doing curing, which can take like 40 minutes. Maybe not quite that long, but like 20 minutes. And so you don't want to be listening to a nether portal in the background while you just have the game running. When I'm doing my villager curing, I'm usually watching a show or doing something else. And I don't want to be listening to a nether portal that whole time. And so I don't want to have the nether portal like in the wall right here or something, because that'll get old quick. So that's why it's so far away. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get the nether portal in. I'm going to get the tube in and maybe even try to go for a zombie. I might try and decorate this room as well before we come back. But yeah, I'm going to get some more work done and we'll check back in. We still didn't have any cactus, and so I went over to the mesa in hopes of finding a desert. And we were very lucky in finding what is a super tiny desert biome here. I feel like cacti spawn in the mesa, but I might be completely wrong about that. Just because I don't see any anywhere in here. But yeah, we're going to be able to get some here. So I'm going to collect some cacti. I'm also going to go ahead and mine for some more hardened clay. I don't remember exactly how much we have, but I don't want to run out of it or anything like that. So I'm going to collect some more. Unfortunately, based on what we're seeing, we're definitely going to have to farm a little bit of cacti as well. It shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, shoot, only 9. That's like nothing. And then I might mine some gold from the mesa while I'm here. Gold spawns just a ton more in the mesa, so it's a really good way of collecting it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and mine some more. I mean, we have the fortune pick, and so even like a small cave can turn into over a stack of gold pretty easily. I think what we're going to do is 5 apples per villager, just to, you know, make sure that every villager is good. It'll be tough initially while we don't have a gold farm, because you're sacrificing gold on villagers that you might end up getting rid of. For example, if a librarian doesn't have the glass trade... Oh yeah, here, look at this cave right here. We can see how much gold there is. Yeah, right off the bat. But if a librarian doesn't have the glass trade, I don't want to keep it. I want to get rid of that librarian. And when you're doing early game, it can suck to waste gold on that. But we should be able to get plenty in this cave here, and I need my sword. So yeah, I'm going to mine some gold, as well as some terracotta. I'm not sure exactly what colors I want to do for everywhere quite yet. We actually need these creepers. I was very intentional about killing him because I have like no gunpowder, and until I have a mob farm, it's going to suck, and like I have to be like super conservative with rockets, so... But yeah, oh, and I think that's actually deep dark down there, so we won't go too deep. But yeah, it's just going to be some resource collection for right now, and then what we'll be able to do is take those resources and turn them into a beautiful villager trading setup. So I'm going to do a little bit of mining here, and we'll check back in, hopefully at the villager breeder. Alright, so I'm heading back home from the mesa right now, and I wanted to share a trick that's actually super helpful. So I have the F3 menu open here, and if you notice on that bar on the left that starts where it says facing north, it's kind of on the middle. At the very end, there's a number that you're changing, and you may notice I'm trying to keep it right at 40. And so when you're flying with the elytra, if you keep it at just about a perfect 40, when you're going down and up, you can actually like preserve enough momentum, I guess is the way to say it, where you can fly forever. And so you only have to use one rocket. So it's annoying because it's super tedious to do. But when you just like got your elytra and you don't have a sustainable rocket farm or anything, it can be super helpful in letting you travel a longer distance and not have to worry about your rocket. So for like right now, I don't want to burn through any rockets. And so using this trick, I was able to fly all the way from the mesa back to my base, which is right up there. And so it's just a super helpful just a super helpful trick to know, especially when you're in the early game like I am right now. And then, oh yeah, we are back. Oh, and you can't really turn off the wings in water, so that was awkward. But yeah, so I'm back now. I'm going to keep on rounding up some resources, and then we'll check back in at the villager breeder again. So progress down here has been pretty good so far. This is what we're looking like right now. It's definitely super halfway built, kind of under construction, but almost everything functional is in now. So we are starting to get some villagers. I want one more and then have them grow up, and then we'll do it. And then we have the zombie over here. I decided to name him Cranberries. And so yeah, that'll zombify, cure, and then hallways down here. I haven't gotten to start digging out down here quite yet. I wanted to get this room done first, and then we'll do these kind of as we get villagers. But for right now, I don't really care about this. But But yeah, I need to get some minecarts and like dispensers set up there and there to actually help with transportation. But right now it is technically functional. We could do it. So what I'm going to do right now while I'm waiting is just chop down some dark oak trees. We only have 10 or I guess 11 apples right now. And I want to do 5 apples with 4 villagers. So we need a total of 20. So I'm going to work on getting some more apples. These guys have been going so slow. I don't know why. And they've been taking a ton of bread. But we've only gotten 3, or I guess we've gotten 4. I had to let one go. But yeah, we only have 3 right now. And I mean, these guys have grown up and we still haven't gotten new villagers. So if I keep waiting, maybe I'll just do it and hope to get lucky with the librarian. I just don't want to get a librarian without a glass trade, because then we're in a pretty bad spot. So we'll see how it goes. And then, yeah, we also have, I don't know if I showed the cacti, but I wanted to do some green dye. So I've got cacti growing out here. It's going pretty quickly. It's why there's still no walls in the downstairs part. But yeah, we're going to do green walls, probably with some deep slate bricks on the bottom like this to kind of accent it. But yeah, once those actually grow, I'll actually be able to put in walls down here. But yeah, I'm going to chop down some trees and then we will check back in once we can actually do this. So the room is just about finished off here. And I think it does look pretty good. I did like kind of an arched roof, and then yeah, everything else is just kind of what we said it would be. One thing that I might change is in the walls, I might put in some like green concrete or something just to add some variation. It's just super, super repetitive right now. And the color scheme doesn't really have anything exciting going on. And so that might be a small change that I'll try to implement a little bit later. I just don't want to go collect sand and smelt and everything. And then we just need some dispensers there and there just for minecarts. But other than that, we are good to go here. This lever right here is for this. So if it's on and they go past in a minecart, they'll go straight past him. But if it's off, they'll get stuck here and turn into zombies. And then in here is where we'll do the curing. And then, like I mentioned, down here will be the trading hall. But yeah, the whole curing process and everything is ready to go. The toughest part, which you just kind of forget about before you have like easy access to bread from trading, is getting enough food for these guys. It took a ton of bread, like stacks, probably like 3 or 4 stacks just to get like these 5 or 6 villagers. Like this is how many seeds I got from farming wheat. So it is crazy. And then getting the apples too has also been a pain in the butt. I chopped down like, this is, I guess 11.5 stacks of dark oak, and I got 6 apples from it. So yeah, we need 4 more now, and then I'm going to do the first batch of villagers here. Unfortunately, I have ran out of time on my end, and so it is going to get cut just a little bit early. But in the next episode, now that we have all of this set up, it'll be super quick to do the villagers. And so in the next episode, instead of just doing 4, hopefully we can do quite a few. I'd like to get as many, like at least 10 librarians and 10 cartographers set up, because with that you can really start to do a lot of you can get all of your enchantments, get really good sets of gear, and just trade up for emeralds for as much as you want. But yeah, overall I'm very happy with how this turned out right now. Definitely some minor changes in the future, but for right now I think it's really good. But yeah, if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. And if you want to see more Minecraft content in the future, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. But until next time, this has been Nedge, and thanks for watching.